Well, I'm going to try again. Everybody's saying the beard becomes me. Nobody on the porch. I'll see what happens. I just about got stranded on my scooter out in the yard today. I couldn't get it to go. Somebody just give me a thumbs up. I wonder if they want to talk. Yeah, I still haven't got my battery charger. I don't know how long it's going to take. They told my daughter when they called her that they would, there's 2 thumbs up. That they'll send it to this address. I'm really getting sick of the VA. Really am. Been working out in the garden again today. Oh, I really need a new scooter. This scooter's about wore out. But I don't know what to do about it. One person on the porch, nobody in the house. 2 thumbs up. I don't understand that. Got pains all up under my, on my chest, my back. Got 2 on the porch. Nobody in the house. Nobody wants to talk to Dauber. Come on, folks. I'll give it 15 minutes. I got one of my daughter's Pepsis a while ago. Got 3 thumbs up. Come on, guys, talk to me. I know them sodas are not good for me. I only got 1 in the house. I 1 on the porch. I got nobody on the porch now. Maybe people's giving me a hint. Maybe I'm done. 1 on the porch. I've been on 5 minutes. Nobody's talking to the Zebra. Two on the porch. Two on the porch. I might doze off here, folks. Wow. One on the porch. Dad's gone. Oh, there's Vicky Rickett. I almost missed you there. Hey, dear, I don't recognize the name. This the first time you've been on? Vicky Rickett. Nope, I don't recognize that name. Hi, right back at you. Uh, I may go bed. Start to say I'd go bed early, but I don't think so. The sorry VA bed. That thing is not. You know, bad thing about that, if the power goes off here at the house, the bed goes off. And when that mattress goes flat, I'm not high enough up to where I can stand up out of that bed. It puts me really low and I can't get out. I have to have help getting out of the bed. Plus, it's very uncomfortable. Well, it's uncomfortable anyway. Vicky, are you new to the channel, dear? And what part of the country are you from? Or what country? Or what state? I got three on the porch and only one in the house. Shouldn't be drinking these things. I hadn't been drinking them, but I seen this one in the refrigerator. I don't know whose it was, but I'm drinking it. Been working in the garden, planting some more cucumbers, planting some beans. Um, I want to plant some eggplant. Uh, we have a long growing season here. We can grow our vegetables right on up to December. Then it starts really cooling off. But nobody, where is everybody? Vicky, talk to me. Talk to me. Yeah, I don't have a battery charger for my scooter. It it went kaput on me, and I've been trying for months to get a new battery charger. And the way I finally got them to respond to me calling them, I called the hotline crisis line through the VA. That's where if you're feeling really depressed and feeling suicidal and all that stuff, you call them up and you get their attention then. And that's who I finally called them. Well, they gave me a bunch of numbers to call. And are you suicidal? Have you ever thought about suicide? Well, let me tell you, suicide is not an option for me. How depressed I get doesn't matter. That's not an option. Uh, and I know that firsthand because if you kill yourself, you you hurt a whole lot of people. Or so I've been. I know my dad committed suicide, and it really hurt bad that he done that. So that's not an option for me. I now on the other hand, my health has got so bad, not being able to walk, not being able to stand up and do dishes or anything like that. It makes me wish the Lord would go ahead and take me out of here, because I am no good. I'm no good to anybody. Hey, butterfly rainbows. Nice to see you, dear. Um, but I see I am a burden to my family. I'm a burden because if I get a bath, my daughter has to help me, and it doesn't make me feel good to be have to be in there butt naked and her helping me get a bath. Uh, it makes me feel terrible if I fall and she has to get in here and get me up, stuff like so. I'm really a burden. Um, I don't know why I'm still around. I don't have a clue. Boy, I wish I could just have a job and go to work one more time, and have something to do besides sit around here in this wheelchair that I'm sitting in right now. It just doesn't make any sense. And I know a lot of my subscribers, or some of my subscribers, they're having a hard time. Their health is not good. And I think about Marty from Crazy Family too. He's having a real hard time right now physically. He's got this neck problem, and he's not even 50 years old. Not even 50 years old. So, and then somebody told me the other day, well, you ought to feel fortunate. You're still alive. Some of your friends that's not as old as you have passed away. Well, I'm still alive, that's for sure. But I have to finish the rest of my story. Yeah, I have stories to tell. I have stories to tell. Um, this last time that I was in rehab, I met this lady. When I call her a lady, my daughter says, no, she's a girl. Well, she's 30 years old. So, butterfly, I don't know. I don't know if she would or not. She told us. Huh. Maybe she would. I don't know. I know she told me one time she wasn't ready to let go yet. I don't know. But back to this girl that I met, or lady. I was really smitten by her. And not because she was young or anything like that. Just a nice person. 30 years old, divorced, just her and her dog in their apartment. And she's a tech. In other words, she does stuff for you, she helps you go to the bathroom and stuff like that. And oh man, pains in my leg. Oh boy. Oh, I'm gonna start trying to walk a little bit with my uh I don't know. I don't understand life in general. I really don't. But I was really smitten by this girl. And if I was still in good health and physically able to get around and stuff, uh, I would give it a whirl. I would, I'd be knocking on her door, and she, maybe she'd probably tell me you're too old. Oh my gosh, this girl, there was a lady that I was interested in, and she was interested in me, and that's been about mm, 10 years ago or more. And she had this daughter that was like 10 or 11 years old. And one day I was over there and we was having dinner, and she said, I don't know if she said it to me or to her mama, but she said, bless her little heart, she said, she said, I think she said it to her mama. She said, she she looked at her mama and she said, Mama, are you and Russell boyfriend and girlfriend? And it got around to her saying, "Well, he's too old." And that little girl just loved me to pieces. And let's see, I was like 68 or 69. He's too old. I'm too old to cut the mustard anymore. Yeah, I did say one time I was working on my life story. There's so many turns and stuff and twists and everything in my life. Um, and I made a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes. And at one time, when I had retired, my wife was still living, and I was buying stuff that maybe I shouldn't have been buying. I was spending money maybe I shouldn't have been spending. And my wife told me, I guess we had maybe $100,000 in the bank. And my wife told me she was concerned about how the rate I was spending money. And I told her, and I ain't never forgot this. I told her, so baby, it ain't like we couldn't lay our hands on $50,000 cash right now if we had to, or $100,000 cash if we had to. And how stupid was that? That's no money. That's no money. And I was making bad, and I really started making bad investments uh, after my wife passed away. She passed away in 2007. I was really, I just went off the deep end. And now, if I had to lay my hands on a few dollars, and by a few dollars I mean something less than $300, I would have to go into that GoFundMe money that I got started trying to raise enough money for me to buy a new. What was that for? It was to buy a new scooter like I could use. I still got that money. It's in the bank. You can't leave it in YouTube. When you do a GoFundMe thing on YouTube, when somebody donates money, after 3 or 4 days, they transfer it to your bank account. I was wanting to leave it in YouTube. Oh boy. Uh, which that shows you what I know. My daughter, I'm pretty sure there's some hanky panky going on there with that hairdresser guy of hers. Joey says, nah. But you know, she spends a lot every day she's over there at that salon. And today around 2 o'clock, she's going to the car. Where are you going? And she said, Joe's taking me to, I think she said Little Mermaid. That sounds like a date to me. I mean, I don't care, but yeah, I think there's some hanky panky going on there. Of course, that's her business. It ain't it ain't up to me, you know. Just like she didn't like that lady that I was just talking about her daughter saying she was me and her boyfriend girlfriend. My daughter did not. Uh, I don't know if she's getting free haircuts or not. I know she gives the boys haircuts. I don't get one because mine. If I'm not. I just don't get haircuts. Um, she gets something done to her hair every so often. Uh, I know back when we was having such a hard time. Barbara Everett sent my daughter some money to get her hair done. That was while I was still in the hospital. Wow. But I get really depressed. Um, the VA, as far as I'm concerned right now, they suck. The only good thing about VA, I don't have to pay for my meds. And I don't have to pay for any hospitalization or anything. But I won't be able to see a doctor till the end of June. Now this is what? What do we got here? We got, oh gee, it's 31 days in this month. My money might hit tomorrow. But I'm gonna have I got some things I want to do. Cause when them beans sprout, I got to fix something out back there where they climb up. I don't like this stuff, just planting stuff and then let it go and not let it come to full bloom or anything. And that happens a lot. Now I got a big tomato plant out there. It's in the container. For some reason it fell over. I can't get out there and fix it up and put a stake up that will hold it up. It's a big plant and it's got probably half a dozen tomatoes on it, and one of them's actually red. But she's gonna have to get her behind out there. Folks, give me some thumbs up if you will. Some people tell me it don't amount to hell of a thing. Some people tell me it does. And I don't know if people when I end this this live stream, it'll be live on my channel, and I don't know if anybody comes back after that and looks at it or not, and pays the advertisements. I don't know. I know I know too that, and I'm only getting about 40 views. on my videos, and that's not much. And I don't know. I looked at my account balance on YouTube. You know, you have to have $100 in your account that you've been paid uh, before they'll send you a check. And for over a month, it was $65.09. I looked at it the other day, and it just got bumped up to $68. So I only made about $3 for the month. And the only other money that was going out of account is somebody goes on my live streams and leaves a super chat. You know, that's the thing where you drop some money or something. Like if you went around and left a $2 super chat, then that will go into my account. But the only drawback about that is when it goes into the super chats like that, YouTube, say you left $10, YouTube will get, all I will get of that is $7.50. YouTube will get the rest, which I don't think is fair. I don't think it's fair. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Uh, Now, if I leave money in my tip jar, that's my PayPal tip jar on my channel page, uh, I get all of that. That goes directly to me. But I only get, on the super chats, I only get, what is that, like 10% be $2? I can't figure it out. My head's not thinking, but I do know if it's $10, I get $7.50 and they get the rest. I don't think that's right. I really don't. People's been commenting on my beard. I may just let it go along it. I don't like it because it won't stay like it's combed. But I'll live with it. What we got? Yeah, sure. Oh, but whew. And I want to take naps. I used to take naps while I had a regular bed, but since she got rid of my regular bed and got this thing here, it hurts me. That mattress hurts, and it blows up. It takes air, and it's got a thing. Let me show you here. Let me show you here. Uh, See that thing right there? It says CPR. You raise that up, you pull that thing on that CPR, and it goes flat. Well, a minute. There it is. It goes flat. The head's raised up on this thing right now, but it goes flat, and it goes flat quick. That's so they can give you CPR and it doesn't interfere with it. And that thing somehow or other got unplugged one day, and I kept waking up early in the morning, and my back was killing me, and I couldn't get. And then I realized the mattress was flat. It was flat. Took us a whole day to figure out what was wrong. She was thinking the dog got up on it and punched a hole in the mattress, but that wasn't it. Uh, but she figured it out. Or if the power goes off in here, we have a power failure or something, uh, it it will go flat. It won't hold the air. It'll go flat. So I don't like it. Or and I can't get out of that bed without raising the headrest up. If I can't raise, if the headrest is down, I can't get out on my own without raising that headrest up or somebody helping me out. So I never seen a hospital bed like that. I didn't need a hospital bed. I really didn't. Cindy Conway, hey Cindy, Paranormal Gaming, and Vicky. Did you ever answer me about? Are you new to the channel, Vicky Rickert? But I guess it is what it is. I started to say I wish they'd give out another stimulus and I could take that stimulus, but I don't. When they, I think last time they did that $1,200 one and $800 one, I didn't get any of that. I didn't get any of that because of what's the name of that outfit that when they sent me a bunch of money, they were supposed to send me a little over $10,000 to repair the roof on my house. Well, they didn't send me a little over $10,000. They sent me a little over $20,000. No explanations or nothing. That's just the way they did it. It was their mistake. It wasn't mine. And I spent it on the house. And ever since they caught that they spent too much, they've been holding so much. They've been holding $400 or $500 a month out of my Social Security till that's paid back. And I would imagine there's uh, interest and stuff on that. But that's been a while. It's been 14 years since I started doing that. But that was their fault. It wasn't mine. But when FEMA sends out money like that, they don't give you any particulars about it. You just get a check. No explanations or anything. And back then, when all that was going around, uh, originally I got a little over $5,000 check. Then I got about $1,000 check. No, and I thought that was it. Then all of a sudden I get a 20-something $1,000 check. Um, just wasn't right. I'm thinking about trying to appeal again. But it probably won't do any good. But it is what it is. What is that flashing up on my screen there? Uh, it's a blooming mystery to me that we have stuff like Norton's or some of these things that antivirus software for your computer. Well, I have Norton, and they're constantly popping things up on my screen and telling me I have this and this wrong. And turns out I might have something wrong, but it's not covered under the plan I have. They want me to pay an extra $25 or something like that to cover this other stuff. But that's not right. But they do, and they get by with it. Um, I'm not smart enough. It's just like on that uh, ancestry.com, where you can do your family tree and stuff. And they charge you so much. But then, with certain other things that you need to do to finish your family tree, the plan that you have doesn't cover doing that. And you have to add something else. It costs you. And it's so much a month. It ain't just a one-time fee. You have to pay so much a month. And I'm so deep into my family tree now that there's things that I want to look up, I can't look it up because I'm not paying for the more expensive plan. Uh, my family tree, my wife's family tree, she's in my family tree, but her family tree, it goes all the way back to, I think it's 845. That was before, that's not 1900 or 1800 or 1600, and it's 845. That goes back a long ways. Uh, my family tree, the Pearson family tree in Cindy County, our country's government is ass backwards and blind to any sense at all, unless you're a good old boy grandfather. Then, yeah, you got that right, Sandy. But my family tree, I've got it traced back to 17. It's before the Revolutionary War. My family tree uh, has Revolutionary soldiers in it. My family tree has Confederate uh, people in it. Uh, and I got pictures of some of the gravestones of some of the people that was in the Civil War. Uh, I've got pictures. I've got an uncle that was in. Yeah, I got an uncle. Uh, his name. His name is on the The Arizona that was sunk at Pearl Harbor, you know, they got a big memorial there and a big long plaque with names on it. Not one of my uncle's name is on that. He was killed in the Arizona. Uh, got a lot of interesting stuff in my family tree. Uh, but you know what? I might have a lot of good names in my family tree, but I got some rakes and scoundrels in my family tree too. And I don't. But here's the thing too. Now, on some family trees, like my middle grandson's dad, his last name is Wright, and they can only go back. They can't go back past grandma and grandpa. That's it, and that's pretty sketchy. Uh, his daddy, uh, Joey's daddy's Joey's grandfather was a dyed in the wool crackhead. Uh, there's a lot of that in their family, but they don't have much of a family tree, and that's kind of sad in a way that they don't. Uh, Now they do have one of the members of that family. They are Jaden's. No, they are Joey's age. He's a basketball player, NBA. And I don't. His last name Wright. I don't know much about him, but he's in the NBA. So I guess that's good. Um, I had a first cousin. He was going to a some kind of a baseball camp or something, summer camp. I forget what to call it. For one of those teams, it seemed like it was the Yankees, and he wasn't signed on yet, but he was in some kind of camp, which is a step towards that direction. And he was home out playing baseball out in the field that we always played in at my grandmother's house. And he was a pitcher and threw away, or in other words, he was pitching. He injured his arm, and that was the end of his career. That was the end of his career. He worked. He spent the next 25 years working for a company called VEPCO, which stood for Virginia Electric and Power Company. And he retired there. As a matter of fact, he died about 6 or 7 months ago. He was older than me. He's probably about 84, 85 right now, if he'd been living. But he was super baseball player. Who knows what he could have done? Which that's been a while ago. Uh, and he was my favorite cousin. I thought the sun rose and set on that man. I remember walking down these old dirt country roads in the summertime when school was out. I was barefooted, he was barefooted. We went hunting. I never did shoot anything because I didn't have the heart to do it, but we went hunting, rabbit hunting, squirrel hunting, fishing. I remember one time, ah, I thought he was God. Yeah. We was in the house there. We'd just been in the field working out there in the cotton or something. And we come in to eat lunch. Dinner, it was on the table. And him and Uncle Jack asked his daddy, they got into arguing about something. And he said, I don't remember what he said exactly, but it was something like, you go to hell or damn this, damn that or something. And, and the quickest Frankie said that, he took off running, and Uncle Jack was hot on his tail. They run that through that house. They go in one door and out the other, around the house, back down the street, and there Uncle Jack running. He couldn't catch him. I ain't never forgot that. Every time I seen him after that, I'd say, "Remember when?" Yeah, I remember. His name was Frank. That was my hero. And he only had one brother. Now his mom and daddy, they wanted to adopt me when I was like 14 or 15. They wanted to adopt me. And but to do that, daddy had to okay it and my mama had to okay it. And my mama wouldn't sign. She didn't okay it at all. It was it was like, I don't know what. Well, I don't think I know what the reason was. Okay, I've been yapping long enough, but I've been that almost an hour. So I guess that'll be it for now. Uh, I appreciate y'all being in here. Thank you so much. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it, folks. See you.